Hi, I'm Suzina and I'm going to demonstrate to you all the different ways of doing a press up. People often say to me that they can't do press ups, thinking that they have to do a full press up. But I'll show you all the different levels that you can do from beginners to advanced. It's always important you've warmed up thoroughly. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to demonstrate the press up part, but it is important that you always warm up before you do any kind of strength work at all. So to start with, if you've never done press ups before, you may want to start with a wall press up. So find a wall where you've got plenty of space to spread the arms nice and wide. As we go forward, our core needs to be engaged to protect our back. So we don't want the bottom sticking out, we shouldn't be arching the back. So we're pulling the belly button towards the spine, bracing the core muscles, and then as we lean forwards, the heels come off the floor, the elbows remain over the wrists. So this is to work, all press ups are to work our chest, our shoulders, the backs of the arms and the core. And if you are not feeling it that much, take the feet further back and then you'll feel it in the core more and in the upper body more. If you find you do one and then you get kind of stuck, you can't push yourself back up, just bring the foot forwards and use that to push you back out again, and then step forward when you're finished. Any press up you do with wide arms, like I said, there gets the chest, the shoulders and the back of the arms. If you want to feel it more in the back of the arms and less in the chest, we can do exactly the same thing, but this time with the arms closer. So as I go towards the wall, my elbows are tucked aside. I'm not letting the elbows out this time. The elbows remain tucked to the side. Now I'm having to use my tricep, the back of the upper arm, much more. Once you find that easy enough, if it's not challenging you enough, it's time to try one on the floor. So we can go for a box press up. Now in a box press up, our wrists are directly below our shoulders and knees are directly below our hips. That way we're getting the triceps more, the back of the arms. If you want it to be more for the chest, remember arms wider. Have the elbows over the wrists, hands nice and wide. Now we want to try and get the elbows to about 90 degrees, remembering not to let the back drop. The body stays in a straight line. Now that's not challenging me enough, so I'm going to take the knees back a bit more, the hands a little further forwards. As I go forward, the hips go as well this time. I'm not leaving the bottom behind. And again, if you get down and you find you get stuck, you think, oh, I can't get up, bring those knees in a bit closer to push you up. So you don't need to get stuck and collapse on the floor. Now, the general rule of thumb on any strength exercise is to breathe out on the effort. That's the same with press-ups. Breathe in as you go down, breathe out as you come up. Now, it doesn't matter what you're doing with your feet, that's not really coming into it. So you can have them up, you can have them down. I always advise people not to cross them, that's not great for our circulation. Now, if you can do that and you want it to be more challenging, you might start by taking one leg behind, take it off the floor. So you might do half of them that way, then some with the other leg, then some full ones, making sure the elbows even are over the wrists. Or like I say, if you want to narrower arms to feel it in the triceps more. And we can also do it with a foot off the floor. So this is using the core even more. Then obviously swap, check your body's in a straight line, check your breathing out on the effort. So there's your various ways of building up your press ups. So even if you've got bad knees and you can't kneel down, don't forget you can do your wall press ups. So let's just finish by giving the chest a little stretch out. We've worked those muscles quite hard there. So we're going to stand with soft knees, take the hands behind, lift the arms up and back to pull across the chest and the front of the shoulders. Press ups can make us quite round shouldered. It's making those muscles tight, so we're just pulling those shoulders back. Now you want to go for as many as you can, and each time you do your press ups, hopefully 3-4 times a week you'll be practicing, and each time you do them, try and do an extra one. So if you managed only 3 or 4 to start with, go to 5 or 6, try and increase it each time you do it. And if you do them slower, that makes it more challenging as well, because you're holding the tension for longer. Now we've worked the triceps quite hard in that, so we'll just give it a little tricep stretch. You can hold it from in front, or if you're quite flexible, hold it from above, get a good stretch down the back of the arm. Then see if you can get it to go down a little bit further, give them a good stretch. Like I say, make sure your muscles are really walled up before, and then stretched out afterwards. So to the other arm, take it down. You may find one arm goes further down than the other, that's quite normal. Usually one shoulder's more flexible, one tricep's more flexible. We always use one side of our body more than the other. So have a go at this, like I say, 3 or 4 times a week, and let me know how you get on with them. Good luck!